Hi, having a great day. You're watching JFG Entertainment, and for this video, I'm gonna give you the Adam Project spoiler review. Which, trust me, this movie was like something that I really want to talk about. It's something that really surprised me, caught me off guard. I watched it, and I wasn't expecting that much from it, but it was actually amazing. I really enjoyed it. So I really want to talk a lot about it in a spoiler manner. So spoiler warning: if you have not seen it, definitely go ahead and check it out. It's definitely worth your time. It's on Netflix right now. Just check it out. It's gonna be awesome. You're gonna have a great time. But yeah, I'm gonna give you my spoiler review. I'm gonna give you like the best scenes, the moments that I really liked, things that I thought the movie had problems with, and overall just have a great conversation with the movie. Especially if you enjoyed it as much as I did, then I definitely think you're gonna appreciate this video. So if you do enjoy this video, then just make sure to leave a like. It would be very helpful. So please leave a like, and don't forget to leave it. It really helps our videos. Also subscribe for other content. I'm also gonna be doing a spoiler review for Turning Red, so subscribe for that as well. And lastly, make sure to just leave a comment down below with your own thoughts on the movie. Remember, this is spoiler review, so you can leave spoilers down in the comments. Tell me your favorite scene, all that type of stuff. Tell me that down in the comments. Okay, now let's get started. So, what is my general idea of the movie? Well, I think this movie is actually a really great movie. In my opinion, it's a great movie. I've really enjoyed this movie. With the greatest strength being the character moments that the time travel allows in this movie. I think that's the best thing about the movie, especially also the performances. I think the performances are amazing in this movie, like really strong. Like, wow, performances in this movie are super strong. And the main weakness in the movie being the antagonist of the story. I really thought it didn't work at all. I thought they were okay. I thought they felt kind of just like a plot device, and I think were really very much just a plot device. So that's the worst part of the story, the thing. And my favorite thing, like I said, was just the character moments that time travel allowed. And I'm definitely getting further into this with more detail, obviously, since this is a spoiler review. So I'm gonna start from the very start. And what I mean by that, well, I'm gonna start by the very start of the story and then just work my way down. So it starts off with Ryan Renolds, Adam in space, where he travels back in time in this like kind of battle where you kind of realize that he's shot, and then he travels back in time. And then from there we get to the kid version of Adam, whose actor's name is Walker Scoville, who was amazing. Like, he did an amazing job as young Adam. He did a really amazing job, like really good. Like, amazing. He was able to hold his own against Ryan Reynolds. We're in the same scene as Ryan Reynolds, and it worked. Like, he really felt like a younger Ryan Reynolds. He was amazing. He was truly incredible. Great actor. He definitely has a bright future ahead in Hollywood because he did amazing in this movie. And sometimes I would even say stole the show from Ryan Reynolds, which is incredible. You know, that's something that not everybody can say. So that's really incredible. He did an amazing job in this movie. All right, going back. So then we go to the storyline, and we see him get beat up by these kids, and he gets suspended because apparently he kind of started it because he had a really big mouth causing the fight, which makes sense. If you see the movie afterwards, you see that he really does have a really big mouth. This leads to us finding out that his dad has died, first of all, and also that he has a very broken relationship with his mother, despite her best efforts to like get close to him and bond with him. He's kind of like a jerk because of the father's death, which is what we learned. So that's we get like the basic premise or the basic layout of his story, and then we especially see that their relationship is kind of broken whenever his mom goes out to a date and Adam acts like a douchebag to both the mom and the guy, which was really mean. So yeah, we see that. However, before we get to that point, while the mom's at that date, adult Adam arrives, which I thought was really good. I thought whenever he arrived and they kind of played like a horror type of movie, it kind of reminded me also a little bit of Stranger Things from the first episode. So it kind of played into this kind of really into the woods type of thing, where like, oh, what's going on? I really liked that. I really liked the way that Shawn Levy directed that. I thought that was really nice. And then we get to see that adult Adam arrives and he's shot. Like I mentioned, you see that he's shot and everything. So he really has to go into the house and try to get stuff to heal himself. And this is when we first get the first interaction between the two Adams, the young Adam and the adult Adam, played by Ryan Reynolds, like I said, and the kid actor, which, like I said, did an amazing job. And this first scene really boosts the dynamic between them, and which is great. This is really amazing because without this dynamic in the movie would definitely completely fall apart. And I think the dynamic works together so well, like really well. They did an amazing job putting the dynamic between the two actors and how they banter along and how they have very similar things, but at the same time they have very different things. And the jokes were really funny too. I really like whenever he was like, "Whoa, I can't believe I get ripped in the future," because you know the kid is really skinny, so he's like, "I get ripped in the future," which I thought was really funny and everything. So yeah, I really enjoyed a lot of stuff, and I thought it was really cool. And it wasn't just jokes. I think it also got to some really emotional scenes in there. Like whenever Ryan Reynolds has to prove that Ryan Reynolds Adam has to prove that he's the older person, and he kind of starts exposing some of his feelings. I thought that was really nice and really incredible. So that was great. So yeah, from there the mom comes to after the date, and then young Adam acts like a jerk and everything. And then we see the mom kind of go out of the house, and this was one of my favorite scenes of the movie. Starts, and that's when I realized this movie was something else. That's when I realized this movie was something special. And that's whenever the mom goes out to the window, and adult Adam, played by Ryan Reynolds, looks out the window and it was just such an emotional scene because you saw the pain of the mother, who was played by Jennifer Garner, who did an amazing job playing the mother. She didn't have that much screen time, but the screen time that she did have, she like completely ate it up. She did an amazing job, and she did an amazing job conveying the pain that she's going through right now. Like, she was not happy. She definitely feels in such incredible pain and grief, and she's having a really bad time in her life. And she did an incredible job playing that, along with the regret that Ryan Reynolds Adams conveys with just a face expression. Like, he's just looking out the window. He doesn't say anything. He's looking out the window, looking at her in pain and kind of suffering and everything. And you just see like the regret, the guilt that Ryan Reynolds Adam has with just a face expression. Like, he definitely feels so guilty that he treated his mom so bad while he was young. And I really love that scene. That scene was just so powerful. It hit really down, and I was like, wow, this movie is gonna be something special. And that's what I mean whenever I say I love the character moments that this movie allows by time traveling stuff, because this time travel character moment between the future Adam and then the mother from the past, I just really love that. I love the regret that they have, and I just completely love that. There's gonna be one more scene between them two that is just amazing as well. So then we get to young Adam and older Adam having some bonding time because it's the next day. The mom goes to work, and I really like whenever they're eating the exact same way, that it was pretty funny. And then I also really like the bonding whenever he has to look for clothes and he gets like the dad jacket that they used to wear, and I really like how that was kind of an emotional scene. I really enjoyed that as well, so that was really cool. And the playground fight between those two very annoying bullies, like I really hate those annoying bullies, and then whenever like Ryan is like, this fight has to happen, and I really like that. So that was great, but at the same time you really felt bad for younger Adam. Like, I really, like, you felt it, and then like, I felt like the older Adam, I felt like he was like, I just want to beat up this kid so bad. Obviously, he can't do that because that would be really bad. But he definitely seems like he wants to beat up those kids, and it's understandable because I would want to beat up those kids too because they were so annoying, like really annoying. But because of this kind of playground fight, he kind of gets younger Adam pissed off, so he goes and locks older Adam. It's really confusing. He locks Ryan Reynolds Adam outside, which Ryan Reynolds doesn't like. He's like saying sorry. He's apologizing for like making him get beat up on the playground. And then younger Adam is like looking through all the stuff, and he finds a picture of this character who's played by Zoe Saldana. I really forgot the character's name because she was in the movie for that much, but played by Zoe Saldana, who died in this movie by a mission. Ryan Reynolds Adam reviews that to younger Adam. He's like, she died in a mission. That's why I came back in time, because it was a very sus kind of hidden way, the way that she died, and he believes that he could have found her in the past, or maybe she got stuck in the past, which was in 2018. However, he time traveled to the wrong time, which would later turn out to not be the wrong time. In fact, very soon we'll find out it wasn't the wrong time. But that's why he landed here. So that's what he was trying to do. He was just trying to find his love. Like, he came back just for his love, which I really loved. And it's all because the way that she died is really sus. You know what I mean? So we learned that, and it's kind of really touches deep to your older Adam, which is played by Ryan Reynolds. And he goes to a bar. And this bar is the other scene that I said that I really like. Like, I absolutely love. I don't like it. I love it. Like, I really love it between older Adam, played by Ryan Reynolds, and the mom, played by Jennifer Garner. And here, like, he goes to the bar. He drinks. He's there drinking, and then that's when the mom arrives, and he's talking to the bartender about having a really rough day. In fact, she's even like, well, it's actually been like a really rough years. And then the bartender's like, tell me about it. I had to take care of my baby, and she was like, trust me, you're gonna miss those days, because whenever they grow up to teenagers, they grow up to be just jerks, which I thought was really funny. And then that's whenever Ryan Reynolds Adam jumps in, and he kind of like eavesdrops, and I thought that whole scene made it for such an powerful and emotional scene. Like, the way he's like, maybe you just gotta let him know that, you're grieving too, you know what I mean? I really love that. It was so good. It was just such an amazing thing. Like, you get to see the character development of Adam and just that scene in general. You get to see Jennifer Garner's the mom, pain, suffering, grief that she's going through, like how miserable she really is inside because of the way that her kid treats her. That worked so well. Like, I really love that scene. I especially love whenever he's like, you just gotta let your kid know, like, you're grieving too. That's why he hates you so much, because he feels like you're not grieving, but the reality is that you are grieving too, and you're grieving a lot. Trust me, you're grieving a lot. I really love that, and I love whenever he's like, I had the best mother that I could ever ask for, without her knowing that he's always talking about her. But I thought that was really awesome. I really felt like that scene was amazing. It was, like I said, incredibly acted by Ryan Reynolds and Jennifer Garner. I thought they really sold their parts, and it really hit me in the feels. Like, I was like, whoa, the emotion here is real. Like, I absolutely love that scene. So then from there we go on to the next day, and this is whenever the weird time travel future police, I don't know what I would call it, finds Ryan Reynolds, Adam, and they go and attack the house of him. And it's kind of cool. It kind of reminds me of Invincible a little bit. Whenever like the supers, like the soldiers or whatever, they kind of have like invisible suits, and that was an invisible when invisible. And that was an invincible whenever Omni-Man is beating up all these super secret agents that are also like in invisible suits in his house. So that's kind of reminding me of. I was like, oh, that scene. It reminds me a lot of Invincible whenever Omni-Man is beating up all those people. But anyways, going back, so I really like a scene because we get some really cool action. I was like, oh, this action is actually really, really, really good. I was surprised by how good the action was. Actually, I was not expecting this movie to be so action heavy, and it actually has some pretty good action, like really, really good action. And this scene definitely shows it. I really love the action scene, and this scene, Shawn Levy did an amazing job directing it. I really loved it, and then I really liked like the callback whenever. Back whenever young Adam and older Adam were bonding, he was like, "Is that a lightsaber?" And then this comes back and he's like, "You want something cool?" And then he takes it out and it's like, "That's definitely a lightsaber," which I would like. First of all, because this comes from Free Guy. Whenever he takes out a lightsaber, whenever he takes out a lightsaber at the ending as a cameo in Free Guy. So I really like that they're doing that in this movie as well. And I really hope that they do it in Deadpool 3 as well, because Deadpool 3 is now going to get directed by Shawn Levy, which the director of this movie and Free Guy, and obviously starring Ryan Reynolds. So if they can do in the whole 3 movies the lightsaber joke, that would be super funny. That would be super awesome. So definitely it's gonna happen. Mark my words, that better happen, or I'm gonna be very sad. But yeah, he takes it out, and it's like a lightsaber, but it looks really cool. It kind of looks like the dark saber because it's like white and black. I really like that. The dark saber looks super awesome. Like, if you saw the book above it, it looks super awesome. But anyways, I really like how that whole fight scene, and then we found out like that he has like a little arch nemesis type of thing with his face burnt, and they were fighting and everything, and then they're about to lose because the big ship shows up, and they're about to shoot Ryan Reynolds' character, and then boom. So Saldana's character shows up, and then it turns out that she's actually in this time, which I thought was really cool, and she saves him, which I thought was really, really nice. I was like, oh, that's really cool. That's really, really, really cool. And then we get an amazing fight with Ryan Reynolds' Adam, and then Saldana's character teamed up against all these other goons, which I thought was really, really nice, really, really incredible, and I felt so much chemistry in that fight. Like, I really felt so much chemistry in that fight, especially when you look back at a very recent movie, which I know a lot of people will not like what I'm about to say, but in the Batman, I actually didn't feel that much chemistry between Robert Pattinson's Batman and Zoe Kravitz's Catwoman. Whenever they were fighting together, I didn't feel that much chemistry between them. I was like, this isn't really that fiery. I was like, it's fine. Here in this movie, I actually felt a lot of chemistry when they were fighting. I was like, wow, they're really flirting with each other as they're fighting. I really love that. I was like, that's great. That's super awesome. The chemistry is 100% real. I love it. I'm sold on your love. So I really, really like that. And then from there, we get to a really immersive car chase scene that I really liked how Shawn Levy directed it, because it kind of made me feel really immersed on it. And so I really like the joke whenever he's like, and that's younger me. And then like, so son is like, really parallel contact, really. And then he's like, you always told me that you wanted to make me younger. And then here I am. I really thought that joke was really, really funny. That ended on me a lot, especially since I hadn't seen the trailer. Before watching the movie, I saw the trailer after, and I realized that joke was in the trailer. But I actually hadn't seen the trailer. I was one of the few people that hadn't seen the trailer before I saw the movie, and I thought that joke was really funny. I started laughing out loud for sure. That was a really, really, really funny joke. But yeah, we get a really nice car chasing. I really like whenever they go into the woods and everything, and the ship is following them. And then whenever Ryan Reynolds tells them to stop the car, he drops the door, and then like the goon falls and everything. That was really, really cool. I absolutely love the car chase, and like I said, I felt very, very immersed in it. I felt like I was in it kind of, thanks to the directing of Shawn Levy, which was amazing. Then we got the reunion of Zoe Saldana and Ryan Reynolds' Adam in a more calm situation. The other one was kind of fighting, so everything was kind of rushed and everything. Now we get a little bit of more of a calm reunion, and I really, really felt those character moments whenever they're just talking and they start kissing. They did the thing, whatever. I like whenever young Adam just kind of leaves. He's like, okay, I'm gonna let you do your thing. I really thought that was really funny, because obviously that's his future. He wants to do it. I thought it was really, really funny. But yeah, I really like that. And then Zoe Saldana's character reveals a twist for us, and that's that she says that time travel actually already happened. Ryan Reynolds is not the only one that broke time travel rules already. In fact, it already happened, and it happened in 2018 with the death of Adam's dad, which is played by Mark Ruffalo. I don't remember his name exactly, but with his death, it was actually not supposed to happen. It was time travel that allowed it to happen, which was definitely very, very interesting. And that's what she went to 2018 to investigate it, and that's why she got sent back to 2012, and she got lost in time. That's why she's stuck, because the evil girl made her get stuck because she found out the truth, which I thought was really interesting. And she's telling Ryan Reynolds that he has to go and change that to stop this kind of like time travel evil girl from controlling all of the world in reality because of time travel, because apparently it's really bad in the future. They said it's like Terminator, but those are the good days, so I wonder what the bad days are. So you can tell it's really bad in the future with that reference, which I thought was really, really funny. So yeah, we got that twist. Like I don't really feel like, I don't know, I didn't really connect with the evil side of the story. Like, I thought the whole problem with time travel and everything, It was okay. I didn't connect with it, honestly. It felt like kind of like a background thing, like a sideline thing. It's like, okay, whatever. All that is just an excuse to have this some great character moments and great character interactions. You know what I mean? I felt like that was what the movie was really trying to focus. And to be fair, it had amazing character moments. I thought they worked so well. And then at the same time, it added some really nice action scenes. And I think the action scenes were really nice. I really enjoyed the action scenes. So it did its job on that. But then when I thought it came to the actual behind the scenes plot of the evil girl controlling this and that and that, it didn't really work. It was like, okay, whatever. I don't really care. This isn't intriguing me. Whatever. So that was kind of how I felt about it. But I did enjoy this moment between Zoe Saldana's character and both Adams' characters' interactions. I thought they were really, really nice. And then they get found. They get found in that one secret house, and Zoe Saldana's character tells them, you have to go back in time. You have to leave them, which was really, really emotional, surprisingly, because she kind of barely had any screen time. Like, she had some screen time, but very, very minimum screen time. So the fact that I actually got cared so much whenever Ryan Reynolds' character was leaving her, and he definitely put his pain whenever he was like, no, and he definitely did not want to leave her. He kept trying to kiss her. Like, you just felt the pain. I thought it was very, very nice acting from both Zoe Saldana's character, from Zoe Saldana and Ryan Reynolds. I thought they both acted that scene very, very well. Like I said, you really felt the chemistry between them, which I think really helps sell those scenes. So whenever they were like saying goodbye and they just kept kissing, I was like, it's okay. Somewhere, some way, we're gonna survive in the future. And I just really, really love that. And whenever he's driving away from her, and we get the shot of him driving away, and Zoe Saldana's character in the background, he's like hitting the thing. He's like, like you feel his rage, you feel his pain. The whole reason why he came back was just to be with her, and he says that. He's like, I only came back just to be with you. That's what I want. And it's just so sad. I really thought that was incredibly tragic. I was like, wow, that is super, super sad. I felt the rage. I felt the sadness. I loved it. I loved that scene. It was amazing. I absolutely loved it. And then Zoe Saldana's character goes on like a boss. She gets the gun. She's shooting the guys. I thought that was really, really cool. Like, this girl is awesome. She's doing awesome. And she really does go down like a boss. She's talking to the evil girl and everything. And then she gets shot with like the big machine gun. And also, like I said, a very emotional and touching scene, surprisingly, as Ryan Reynolds and Adam and the other Adam fly away. And then we get like this really cool space chase scene. Oh, it wasn't really cool. I thought it was made. I thought it was decent, but it was pretty funny. I really liked that. Like whenever the young Adam was like grabbing on all the Adams' eyes, I thought it was really, really funny. So yeah, I thought that worked, and then I thought it was really clever the way that they got away from the situation. Whenever the both ships are flying towards each other, that was also really clever. And then we get to the time travel to 2018, where we see that there's a dad of Adam, played by Mark Ruffalo. I don't remember the character's name. I just know that was Mark Ruffalo. And here we have the contrast between young Adam really loving his dad, and then older Adam really being really resentful towards him, which I thought was really, really interesting. And first, Mark Ruffalo's character is like freaking out that he's the godfather of time travel, which I thought was really funny. I was like, yeah, I would freak out too if I found out that I was the godfather of time travel, you know what I mean? So I thought that was really nice and really cool. And he's like, you shouldn't be doing this. This is prior contact, everything. He doesn't want to hear anything, you know, basic time travel stuff, which I still thought was really nice. I thought it was really, really cool. And then, you know, we get some really powerful character moments, like whenever he's like talking to Mark Ruffalo's character and Ryan Reynolds, and he's like, this guy, the younger Adam, needs you right now. Right now, you need to be closer with him and everything. And you can definitely tell that he's so resentful. Like, he's really resentful of his dad, which I really, really like the dynamic of the building, because, you know, the younger Adam is really resentful of his mom, and the older Adam is like super regretful that he didn't treat her well. Like, he completely loves his mom, and then vice versa. You know, the younger Adam really loves his dad, and then the older Adam is really, really resentful of his dad, which I really like that contrast. That worked really nicely. I really, really enjoy that. And it makes for some really good interactions as well. Like whenever Ryan Reynolds' Adam leaves the place, and then younger Adam goes and looks for him, and they're like talking, and he's like, maybe the reason why you hate him so much is because that's the only way you could get over the grief of losing him, which I thought was really, really nice. And then he's like trying to get the beer, and he takes it out away from him. He's like, no, nice try. That was really nice. But at the same time, it was a really emotional scene. I was like, wow, this is hitting really deep. And like I said, I really, really, really did like the chemistry between Ryan Reynolds' Adam, and then the kid's Adam, which I already lost the name of. I'll put it right here. But he did such an amazing job acting. I thought he really, really held his own against with Ryan Reynolds in that same scene, and it just worked so well. Like, he really, really did its amazing job. I absolutely enjoyed that scene. It just hit really emotional. I love the way the lines were delivered. Like whenever he's like, when did you get so smart? And it's, when did you get so dumb? Really loved that. Then from the rigor to the final fight, where I thought it was really nice. I thought we had some pretty nice action scenes. I was like, these are some pretty cool action scenes with some really nice teamwork, like with the drone thing and like them fighting with the lightsaber stuff. I thought it was really cool. And then I really enjoyed Mark Ruffalo's entrance with the car. And then he was like, you almost shaved my butt. And I was like, you mean I saved your butt? And I just really liked it. I was like, that was really funny. I loved it. And I loved the dynamic that they kind of have between them. I really do like it. However, this is where my main issue with the story comes in, and that's that I didn't really like the climax. I didn't think it worked. That it felt like a big mess, especially since, like I said, I felt like the evil side of the story was kind of like an afterthought. Like, okay, whatever, doesn't really matter. So whenever they bring it into the climax of the story, where this is the actual climax, the final fight, it was okay. I was like, whatever. I mean, I felt like it was just like, okay, punch, 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 and that's it. I didn't really think much of it. I really didn't feel that much into it. I wasn't emotionally invested into it. I was like, okay, whatever, this is fine, whatever. Big fight. That's kind of how I felt about it. I didn't really love it, but I did like how they defeated that evil girl, where like her shooting it, and the Mark Ruffalo's character knowing that that's gonna be electromagnetic, so it ends up shooting the past self of her, and then she ends up dying in the future. I really like that, and I really like all the jokes about bringing your child to work day and how that went so well and everything, and how it took him 45 years to bring his child to work. That was really funny. I was like, that's super funny. Really love that. So yeah, I really enjoyed those scenes, but I didn't feel emotionally connected to the final battle. I'm not saying I didn't like it. I thought it was a pretty cool final battle. I thought they had some pretty cool action scenes. It did feel really messy, kind of felt like a big CGI mess, but whatever. But like I said, the final battle just kind of felt like whatever, which is kind of bad because that's kind of like the climax of the story. It was whatever. It was fine. However, it's fine because then right after that we get some of the best scenes in the movie. In fact, it might be the best scene in the movie. That's whenever all three characters, the dad, then two Adams, are like talking to each other and like, you guys are going to disappear a little bit, but not yet. And like, what should we do in the meantime? And like, I can think of one thing. And they play catch, which I thought was really, really nice. And I really liked the conversation that older Adam and younger Adam have, where it's like, this whole time I really tried to get rid of you. I thought you were the worst part of me, but in reality, you're the best part of me. I thought that was really, really nice, really, really emotional. Really love that a lot. And I love whenever he's like, whenever they got to tell him that he's gonna die, they want to tell his dad that he's gonna die. They're trying to stop it. Like, okay, we gotta tell you how you're gonna die, so you don't die. And he's like, I don't want to know. I already know that I'm gonna die. Please don't tell me. What has to happen is going to happen. And he's like, yeah, I need you. And he's like, no, you don't. And it's like, you can't possibly know that. And it's like, yes, I do. Look at him. Look at future you. He's not amazing. And I really thought that was amazing. Like, so just some great character moments. And then like he hugs him. He's like, I love you so much. And Ryan Reynolds is like, that's enough. And he keeps going. Mark Ruffalo keeps going. He's like, I love you so much. I'm so proud of you and everything. And Ryan Reynolds like starts crying, and then it just makes for some amazing American character moments. And then they hug it out, all three of them. It was just amazing. Like, wow, amazing stuff. Like I said, the strength of this movie is the character moments that this time traveling thing allows, and those character moments definitely hit. And like I said, the acting in this movie is top notch. I absolutely love the acting from all those three actors that came from that scene. It just worked so well, and you just felt the scene. You just felt it like in your heart. You felt the scene, which I really, really love. And then they go to play catch, and they start playing it, and they're like having a really fun time. And then he throws the ball. The younger Adam throws the ball. The dad fails to catch it. He turns around to grab it. When he turns back around, they're not there anymore. And I was like, wow. Like, it just, wow. It was just like, that's basically all I want to say. I was like shocked. I was like, this is amazing. This is incredible. Wow. I really love that. I was like, wow, that's really nice. I know this usually happens in time travel movies, but it's still something that I still really, really loved whenever it happens. It also kind of reminds me kind of like The Blip, especially since it has Mark Ruffalo in there, and Ryan Reynolds is technically not part of Marvel, so it's like, but it doesn't change it. I still think it felt super, super emotional. I was like, wow, you just saw Dad's face, and he was like, and, you can tell that he was sad, and I loved all these characters. They were so happy. I love whenever Ryan Reynolds says Adam tells younger Adam, give my mom a hug. If you remember any of this, just give your mom a hug. Not a small hug, but like a really big hug. And I love that once they go back to their timelines and everything as you said, he does do that. And I absolutely love that. I was like, yes. It's like that moment where you're like, yes, thank you. Because, you really have felt the pain of the mom. And I love that younger Adam finally gives her a hug. Finally gives her some love. I love that. I love the joke. He's like, I thought I was getting mugged for a second. I really love that. I thought that was really funny. And Jennifer Garner just plays off younger Adam really, really well. I thought they worked really, really well together in all their scenes. I thought they had really nice chemistry and everything. And this scene definitely proved that they had the chemistry to just play off each other like in the mean jerk way, but at the same time play off each other in like a really nice son and mother relationship, and just like get really emotional. So I really, really love that. It was such an amazing way to kind of close off younger Adam's character work. I loved it. I thought it just went really, really nicely. And then we got to older Adam. going in the future, you know what I mean? And he's like in his class, and we get to see Soisanada's character coming to class, which he had already talked about. That's how they met, and I thought it was done perfectly fine. I was like, I can definitely see why you fell in love with this man, because like he had his A game in that scene. I thought that was really funny. The gag that he learned how to fall asleep with his eyes open, and then he was like snoring as he had his eyes open. Super hilarious, super funny. I was like, that's so clever and that's so funny, and I loved it. You were so happy. You were like, yes, they got to see each other again. Yes, they're gonna fall in love again. Yes, like technically speaking, it shouldn't make sense. It's like technically speaking, it shouldn't make sense, but I don't even care, bro. I just love to see it. You know what I mean? I love to see it, and it was super awesome. I completely love that. Like I said, I really dig the chemistry between Ryan Reynolds' character and Sosanada's character, which just really sold that scene, and I just super happy. I loved it. So yeah, as you can see, at this movie, I just have so much to love for it, and I honestly feel like this is one of the best, if not the best, Netflix movie out there, like Netflix original movie out there. It was just really good. I absolutely loved it. It was super charming. It had amazing character moments, like I mean amazing. You've seen all these character moments I talked about. It had amazing character moments, really emotional scenes like that. I really felt. I honestly teared up in the movie. I was like, wow, this is something else. This is something else. I definitely teared up in the movie. I was like, whenever they're having the last talk and everything, I teared up. I was like, wow, this is really amazing. Like whenever the three of them were having, the dad and the two Adams were having the last talk, I teared up. It was some just truly incredible things. To just the acting in this movie, incredible. Is this movie perfect? No. Like I said, I really have issues with the evil side of the story, just for like a background thing or whatever. But this movie was honestly amazing. It was under 2 hours too, which it was really short for such an amazing kind of storytelling of the movie and such amazing character moments. I just had so much fun with this movie. At the same time, I felt so much emotion with the movie. I thought the cinematography of this movie was also really nicely done, and the action scenes, like I said, they really impressed me. I was not expecting that action to be that good, and they were actually really good. I was like, wow, this is amazing action. I really actually enjoyed this a lot. Like I thought that was really good. So yeah, overall, I just thought this movie was really good. It was just a movie that I absolutely enjoyed. And yeah, that's what I thought about it. Especially shout out to Walker Scobell, which is I think it's his first movie role, and he just knocked it out of the park. He did an amazing job. And he's the kid actor, by the way. Amazing job. Amazing. He was right there with Ryan Reynolds, and I definitely has such a bright future in Hollywood. He did an amazing job. Along with, like I said, Ryan Reynolds gave an amazing performance. Ruffalo gave an amazing performance too. Jennifer Garner, amazing performance as well. Super powerful. And so also Donna, for the very little screen time that she had, she knocked it out of the park. So I think they all did an amazing job. And it's just an amazing movie in my opinion. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. That's my spoiler review on it. I definitely hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then just make sure to leave a like. I would be very helpful. And so I just want to hear your comments or your thoughts on this movie down below. I'm definitely very curious. Tell me your favorite scenes, the things that you like in the movie, just your opinion on it. What would you score out of 10? Like, what do you think about it? Do you like it as much as I do? I know I'm probably like it more than the average people do, because I just felt like I connected to this movie a lot for some reason. It just felt very connected to me. So yeah, I don't know why, but I just really enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure I'm probably enjoyed this movie more than other people do, but I want to hear your thoughts down in the comments. I'm definitely curious, so just tell me any thoughts, your own opinions on the movie, best scenes, best character moment, actors stand out, whoever it is, just tell me that down in the comments. And lastly, just make sure to subscribe for a lot more content. Like I said, I have a Turning Red spoiler review coming up very soon as well, and I'm sure things. So just subscribe for all that content that I'm sure you're going to enjoy. And yeah, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And this is JVG Entertainment, out.